Can you work 100 hours a week? Let's talk about the physics of high achiever collapse. For 28 days, I ran my company, Optimal Printing and Publishing, at 18 to 22 hours a day. That's between 126 and 154 hours a week. I was in great physical shape, mentally sharp, highly motivated, but something started shifting. I wasn't tired, I was intense, driven, focused. I ate on my feet at the printing press or while delivering jobs to clients. Sleep started feeling like it was interrupting, getting more done. And the most dangerous part, it felt like success. The more work I finished, the more work that came in. It was perpetual motion. I told myself it was discipline, commitment, necessary sacrifice. I was succeeding until I wasn't. Then my brain and body literally shut down. On the 29th day at home, I got out of bed to go back to work. I wasn't trying to recover. I was trying just to get back to work. I stood up and the room flipped. I remember reaching for the wall, but I was already on the floor. For a moment, I thought something around me had changed. It hadn't. My brain and body had. I lost consciousness for 2 days. And on the third day, doctors told me that if I didn't stop, I'd be in the hospital for weeks. Looking back, the signals were there. I just overrode them. So can you work 100 plus hours a week? Yeah, but the real question is what happens next. Today, we're talking about the psychological physics of extreme work and what gravity does to high achievers who refuse to slow down. There's a law in physics that most high achievers end up violating. It's called Newton's first law. A body in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an external force. High achievers are very good at staying in motion, but success doesn't slow us down. It accelerates us. Momentum feels like power. The faster you go, the harder it is to slow yourself down. That's not weakness, that's inertia. And inertia doesn't care about your goals. It only cares about motion. So yes, you can work 100 plus hours a week, but the better question is, should you? Hard work isn't the problem. Unstructured intensity is. Well, let's talk about two kinds of extreme work, because confusing them is expensive. The first kind is necessary. These are mission-bound extremes. Soldiers in active deployment, wildfire firefighters, emergency medical personnel during crisis, trial attorneys in litigation. There's a clear objective, a timeline, an endpoint. The intensity is abnormal, and everyone knows it. Recovery may be imperfect, but it's expected. The second kind is elective, and it's very different. No one deployed you, no wildfire is spreading, no hospital is overflowing. It's self-imposed, fueled by growth, opportunity, ambition, and sometimes ego. The danger of elective extremes is this: there is no natural stopping point. The more you finish, the more arrives. The more you succeed, the more opportunity expands. The cycle keeps feeding itself, and opportunity can be just as dangerous as crisis. Students fall into this trap too. If I just study longer, I'll get better grades. But the brain doesn't reward duration. It rewards recovery and consolidation. After a certain point, more hours don't give you more results. Focus narrows, retention drops, your judgment starts slipping, but intensity feels productive. That's inertia again. Long does not equal effective. Just because you're awake doesn't mean you're producing at full capacity. High achievers often wake up at 4:30 a.m. and fall into bed at about 10:30 p.m. at the latest. And being awake is not the same as being cognitively optimal. There's a difference between motion and meaningful output. The body keeps moving long after the brain starts declining. Just remember, gravity doesn't argue with you. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't care about your ambition. The longer you climb without stabilizing, the harder it can slam you into the ground. And it always collects its debt. If you choose to work 100 plus hours a week, be prepared for this. Your sleep will start to feel optional. Your identity will fuse with output. Your patience will thin before you notice. Your decision making will narrow long before you realize it. And when gravity shows up to collect, it won't ask for permission. It won't feel dramatic. It will feel sudden. But it won't be random. It will be accumulated momentum. That's the physics. It is wiser to work 80 hours with structure than 120 hours with inertia. But structure doesn't happen accidentally. Because motion without structure doesn't just feel intense, it becomes unstable. And success isn't sustainable if you have to collapse to achieve it. If this hit close to home, the video on your screen right here will help you think more clearly about how to build intensity without breaking yourself. Thanks for watching. I'll see you there soon. Make sure you take strategic breaks too.